Welcome everyone, this is the Cosmic Awakening and today's timeless pick a card. I am not going to name it just yet because I want to look into a few things, and I have, well, first of all, the new moon in Aquarius is coming up, and it's going to be the actual beginning of the year because we did have the retrogrades going on. Mercury is almost coming out of retrograde. Venus has come out of retrograde. So what we're looking into today here is, first of all, the effects of this new moon for you, the new beginnings coming up for you, then what you need to work on, and how are you being pushed out of your comfort zone. So we're looking into three things really in one pick a card. So take a deep breath. Exhale. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. We've got three piles today. Pile number 1, we've got selenite. Pile number 2, we have labradorite. And pile number 3, we have moonstone. Timestamps will be in the description box. Save the video if you want to watch it later. Share the video. Share the video with someone you feel may need this message. Okay. So without any further ado, see you at your pile. Welcome pile 1. If you chose selenite, this is your reading. We're going to look into what new beginnings this new moon in Aquarius is bringing you, and we're going to look into how you're being pushed out of your comfort zone and what you need to work on, any advice that comes through as well. So let's see. You got selenite. So this tells me that for most of you, you're going to be watching this before the new moon. So I would say right before the new moon, you will be purging and detoxing and letting go of a lot, and preparing for a new phase in your life, a completely new phase. So one thing I do see you setting an intention to do throughout this new moon until the next full moon phase is you're going to be releasing a lot. So once we get to the full moon, you will be completing a cycle and letting go of something. So the next 2 weeks, I see you really working on letting go, purging a lot, detoxing, cutting out situations, places, people, circumstances that no longer serve your highest good, is what I'm seeing here. Total cleanse of the soul. You're cleansing your soul because you're getting prepared to ascend, rise higher, is what I'm seeing here. And I got an ace for each deck here. I shuffled an ace for each deck, and you guys got the Ace of Pentacles. So pertaining to the new beginning that you're getting, this makes a lot of sense because it's like you're wiping this clean slate here with the selenite. The number 49, the number 4 could be relevant, but it seems like that selenite looks like a tower there. So it seems like you're cleaning out some old structure that was faulty so that you can build a stronger one, like roots, like a tree and its roots. Something stronger, something more long-lasting, prosperous, something more sustainable, stable, something you can rely on more. I do see you becoming more efficient with your practicalities in life, whatever you need to get done. Any of you who tend to procrastinate, you're going to end the procrastination. You're going to get that paperwork done. You're going to get everything done. All that stuff that you don't like to deal with, because you really want to make sure that you're structuring a very stable life for yourself from here into the future. And you want to be prepared for worst case scenarios, especially after what we've experienced so far. And so I do see you preparing in a very big way for worst case scenarios and how to deal with the future in a way that you're not only prepared to have enough for your day to day and for your bills, but also for unexpected crisis, an unexpected crisis. What else am I picking up here? Some of you are thinking about getting into agriculture, planting something quite literally, and you're cleaning the soil right now. Now from another deck, you guys also got the Ace of Cups. So you're getting some kind of new emotional beginning out of this new moon as well. You're going to feel refreshed, and it seems like you're going to be betting more on taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, and loving yourself. It seems to be that you're making that covenant with yourself. You are making a pact with yourself that you're going to treat yourself as you would treat the person you love the most on this planet from now on. And no less. You're not going to put yourself in second place or third or in the back burner. You will be center stage. You will be pouring all that love into yourself, all that energy that you felt went to waste. It wasn't appreciated around you by whomever received your love. You're taking it all back and you're pouring it back into yourself. Yes, absolutely. You're filling your own cup, and because of that, you're creating a foundation which will enable you to welcome many, many wish fulfillments in the future. So you're making sure that you are getting your wishes fulfilled. You're going after your own goals, and you are getting all your ducks lined up in a row. You're going to take really good care of your body, really good care of your mind and your soul. It seems like you are setting an intention here to start new routines of self-love, as well as exercise and proper nutrition as well. Because I see no longer than in 9 months' time, your body's going to be rocking. There's something here that you're doing that your body's just going to look amazing. You're catching, that vitamin D, those rays, that you're eating properly, you're spending time in nature, possibly spending time near the ocean, really taking care of your needs, and it's going to show in a very big way. And you're feeling very motivated to really do this, get this done for yourself. You're showing up for yourself. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your chart, but you're showing up for yourself, and nothing's stopping you from just taking care of your business. You're not procrastinating. It's go time now, and it makes a lot of sense because you feel like you're being released right now, possibly from the stagnation and the obstacles and the blocks from the retrogrades. Maybe you were stuck in a dilemma, or there was a stalemate going on here, but you're breaking the stalemate, is what I'm seeing with that Knight of Wands next to the Two of Swords. There's a decision here that you're making, finally, to move forward. And the decision is going to be to choose self-love, to choose yourself. And then anything else that follows will be matching your energy. Yes, it's the self. It's journey of the self. First house, absolutely. Exactly what I was saying. You're taking care of yourself, and you're putting yourself first. You're clearing away all that energy that is just bogging you down and keeping you from your blessings and from your glow up. You're glowing up, by the way. Your physical body on point. You are seeing the world in a different way, maybe after something you went through recently that showed you something important, and it actually got you to put yourself first. There was something you became aware of, and if you were dealing with codependency toward a person or a situation or an addiction, I do see you clearing that out, because you're seeing the value in in putting yourself first. You're awakening to the fact that you were giving your power away, and most of the reason why you were unhappy or unsatisfied with life was because you were not you weren't practicing self-love. And in not practicing self-love, you were maybe expecting that from external sources, but because you weren't in the vibration of loving yourself, you weren't able to attract that from someone external from you. So, and as a consequence of whatever you've experienced recently, or maybe in many years up until now, it all depends on your situation, it kind of changed the way you view life, and your whole life philosophy is also changing. You're becoming more conscious about your power in your own life and how you really have the power to manifest the life that you want. And so through this new moon in Aquarius, it's actually a gateway toward the life that is possible for you. So you're dreaming up that life, and that's exactly where you're headed. We have something about the 7th house. So again, now I'm being taken to that codependency I was just talking about. It's the 1st house versus the 7th house. It's the self versus the relationships, and the you and someone else in the partnerships. So what I'm seeing here is there's going to be a balance. If you were giving too much of your power away in a relationship or in relationships in general, you're taking back your power now, and you're creating a balance here. And because of that, your partnerships will also improve and benefit. And because you are pouring that back into yourself, you are attracting in worthy partnerships and worthy relationships, worthy of your time, worthy of your love, worthy of your energy. And there's definitely, you could have Aries and Libra in your chart, creating an axis that could be, I know I do, I have a Libra sun and an Aries moon. It creates balance, but it also creates challenges because it's a push and pull between, what your soul wants and what your emotional needs are. But there's going to be, if you are experiencing this axis, it doesn't have to be Libra Aries. It could be any 1st house, 7th house dynamic. It could be Capricorn Cancer. It could be Leo Aquarius. It could be Gemini Sagittarius. Whatever it is, there's a balance being created between your needs and meeting someone else's needs. You're not putting someone else's needs first, is what I'm seeing here. You're putting your needs first. And again, the balance here, you're creating a balance. And there's also a message to connect with nature, because in connecting with nature, which I do feel you are going to be doing, you are making that agreement with yourself to spend more time in nature. It's going to help you create a balance. And I'm seeing these green leaves. You know how the green leaves, they expel these not pheromones, obviously, but it's a substance that the leaves release that they really relax you. So spending time in nature around, trees and leaves, and it's going to balance you out also in terms of your stress levels, is what I'm seeing here. Yes, you're going through a lot of healing, is what I'm seeing here for sure. You're definitely healing a lot here. You're definitely healing a lot here. What are you healing? What are you healing? Well, this 1st house, 7th house dynamic. So I'm seeing codependency, and I'm seeing now we have victim consciousness. So yes, I did feel that you went through something, and now I'm seeing that it must have been in a significant relationship in your life that left you in this, you were a victim. I'm not saying you're not a victim at all, but you were a victim. But it kind of set you in this victim consciousness. And I do see this is what you're releasing, actually. That's what you're healing. That's what you're working through. And understanding that at some point in life, most of us at least, have always been victim to something, to someone. you know, I was thinking, I always think about this when I hear about bullying. Yes, some people really get it really bad, the bullying. Absolutely. And the way we take it is also different depending on how emotional we are. I know my daughter, she's super emotional, and she takes that kind of thing a lot harder than I do or I would when I was her age. Yes, it hurts, but everyone takes bullying and abuse, even if it's verbal, in differently. And I do see pile number one, you guys are highly sensitive people. And so this was something that you really took, and it really hit you very, very deeply. And some of you actually were victims. And if you were, I'm so sorry you went through that, because maybe you were really victim to something very, very heavy, very toxic, very harsh, even abrasive. Yes. But we have regeneration here. You're regenerating, you're reinventing yourself. You are understanding that, first of all, I see you healing from this trauma, okay? You are healing from this trauma, but you're also understanding and healing through this healing that you can now plan differently. You now can see the red flags when you encounter them. You now don't have to keep falling victim to whatever you fell victim to in the past when it pertained to a relationship. Here is what I'm seeing. This could have been a marriage, a friend. It could have been a so-called best friend. Maybe you thought this was your best friend, or some kind of partner. It could have been a business partnership, or just someone who you hung out with or you encountered at school or work or wherever. But it seems to be as significant as to take you. It affected you to the point where you now have to reinvent yourself. You now really have to dive deep and become a new person with a new outlook on life. And you still finding the way to forgive yourself first for falling for a situation like that, then the person maybe for not knowing any better, or for being a very lost soul for doing this to you, or and then finding your way through the new you that you can be, and that where you were headed before the abuse, but now just with a broader understanding and a different vision. Because I'm seeing her third eye there. There's something on her third eye in that image there. I don't know if you can see it. So I feel something about what you went through activated your psychic ability of clairvoyance. It activated your ability to see in your mind's eye, to be shown the way and to be shown. There was something about hitting rock bottom that cracked open your in the situation that cracked open your mind's eye, and now you can't unsee certain things. And a lot of you are becoming healers to other people who have been through the same, and now you're leading the way through their own regeneration, their own reinvention. So you are reinventing yourself, and this version of yourself gets your own wishes fulfilled, and you're not here to just be serving someone else's wishes. And you're coming to understand that yes, this happened to you. It was very, very sad and unfortunate, but it also woke you up to some strong sense that you need to put yourself first, and that you can and you have the power to make your life what it is that you want it to be. Pile number one, beautiful reading. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it again later, and share the video with someone you feel may need this message. Bless you. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, Pile 2. If you chose a Labradorite, this is your reading. So we're looking into this new moon and what new beginning it's bringing for you, and how you are being pushed out of your comfort zone, and what you need to work on, any shadow work you need to do, because this is the moon. So Labradorite, I'm seeing you are getting powerful psychic insights at this time. Through this new moon in Aquarius, you're getting powerful psychic insights. The number 29 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 2. But your psychic abilities will be on an all-time high. The veil will be very thin for you. You're going to be accessing a lot of higher information coming to you. And we have the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, when it pertains to a new beginning for you guys, I am seeing a fire is being lit inside you through your psychic abilities. And I see this has to do with clairvoyance and claircognizance. There's an inner knowing. There's a spark of inspiration that's being planted in your mind that is coming from the higher realms. It's a download through your crown chakra. And you're going to know things, and you're going to see things in your mind's eye here that are going to propel you into doing something that you're very passionate about doing and feeling very motivated in doing so. There's a passionate new beginning here. And this is something you're going to be very, very committed to with the Hierophant here. And again, confirming this is due to your connection to your higher self, to spirit. And this new beginning has something where you're going to maybe be teaching something as well. Maybe you're becoming a teacher, or getting ready, studying to become a teacher, or you are a spiritual teacher or about to become a spiritual teacher and getting started in that journey there. You could have Taurus in your chart, doesn't have to be. But there's change with the 5 there. There's change here. You're having a new beginning, and a lot is changing for you based on the information that you're about to receive. And yeah, it's time to get to work. I'm seeing you being a little bit of a workaholic here too, and maybe a little bit obsessed with this new path here, with your mission, obsessed with your mission here. Like you can't let it go, like it runs you. You feel like you're not even in the driver's seat, you're not even in control. It's like you're allowing spirit to guide you. I know it says the devil there, but I'm not seeing anything negative coming from this. It's just that you're allowing spirit to guide you. The number 15 and the number 6 could be relevant here. You are becoming aware with the 5 of Pentacles of where and how you've gotten to a certain situation of lack. You are becoming aware of your lack mentality. And that's something that you cannot ignore any further. And now you're being called to work on and move out of your comfort zone of negative self-talk, possibly, and self-sabotage. So you're going to become very aware of where you have been self-sabotaging, where you have been keeping yourself stuck in your mind. And you're going to be freed by being shown exactly what you need to work on. And one of the things you need to work on is the lack mentality, is feeling that you will never have enough, you will never get as far as certain people. Those are lies. You can get as far as you want to go. It's just about what you can imagine and how you take those steps forward and the choices and decisions you make forward. But I see you committed to a new path here, one of more enlightenment, and you are accepting the things within yourself that you need to work on. And one of the things is self-sabotage, absolutely. Self-sabotage, and where you've given away your power to your own sabotage, your own self-sabotage, your own negative self-talk. Because what's here for you is actually emotional fulfillment, the 10 of Cups. that's where you're headed. As you get out of lack mentality, you're going to understand that I feel this lack mentality is more connected to your emotions, feeling like you're left out in the cold, feeling like you depend on others to make you feel good, and you are realizing that it's really all inside of you. That is the big epiphany that I feel is coming your way. And that will set you on the right path toward your own emotional fulfillment. Yes, you're getting an opportunity here, and this opportunity is connected to your 12th house. So you're seeing into yourself, your subconscious, basically. You're getting an opportunity, a rare opportunity to access your subconscious. Yes, and this could happen through a dream or just a vision that you have, but it's definitely, there's a lot of spiritual development happening here for you. And there could even be an opportunity to collaborate with someone who will open this door toward your subconscious. It could be an artistic project or something you work on connected to communication or a collaboration or a synergy of sorts that will help you see into your subconscious, and it will explain a lot for you. So you're going to get a lot of explanations, a lot of answers to your questions here. And in this process, you're going to be going through like a winter of the soul, but it's going to help you reflect, transition, and release what it is that you need to release. So yes, there's definitely, you're doing a lot of shadow work here, understanding where you've been self-sabotaging and understanding what's really going on beneath it all. And there's a lot of reflection going on. You're going through a transition phase here between self-sabotage and wish fulfillment and emotional fulfillment, actually, because you are releasing that self-sabotage. I really like to see release here after those cards, because you're releasing a lack mindset and self-sabotaging ways and allowing the devil to speak through your mind. You're releasing that. Yes, but it's a work of patience. You are being called to be patient with yourself. And maybe you have been very patient. Sagittarius, Capricorn energy, you could have those in your chart. But this is a process, so Spirit is asking you to be patient with yourself. The number 16 and the number 7 could be relevant to you. It's all about divine timing. You may be, the self-sabotage may be very connected to you, feeling like you should get things in a certain time frame and that not happening. And you're really realizing now that you can still hope for things, you can still hold on to your vision, and things won't happen within the time frame that you would want them to happen, but when they are meant to happen or when they're ready to happen. Because this sense of things not happening in the time frame that you would like them to made you feel trapped, made you feel like things weren't moving when they actually were moving behind the scenes, but there was a lot more moving within your subconscious. Sorry, maybe you are very self-conscious, because that word wanted to come out twice. But maybe you are very self-conscious. Yes, that would be the devil. That would be you looking outside to yourself, like an actor trying to see what he's doing from the outside. That will always ruin the acting. But yeah, it's a self-entrapment that you're realizing that you have been trapping yourself, and your mind has been the very thing getting in your way. Your mind has been your own worst enemy, not anyone else around you or outside you. And as you accept and realize this, it's the surest way for you to get rid of this self-sabotage and this lack mindset, is realizing that you are not trapped, that your thoughts have been taking over, and now it's time that your soul takes over and you start following your intuition with this labradorite here. And also we have community. It's possible that you have been feeling like your community expects something of you, and you have been trying so hard to fulfill what you feel the community expects from you, that you have been trapping your own soul's needs and wants and purpose. So you've been keeping your soul purpose trapped for the benefit of a community that doesn't even seem to recognize or appreciate your effort, as they're taking it for granted. Or and another thing I'm seeing here is maybe you're putting the blame, so to speak, on your community for what they expect of you, for your own keeping yourself stuck, when in all truth you maybe don't know this, but you're going to become aware of this subconscious trigger that you have been placing this on the community, meaning maybe you thought the community expected this from you, when maybe, just maybe, the community expects something completely different, or they don't expect anything at all. And if you do show up in a more genuine way, then you will be a lot more accepted than you think you will. Pile number 2, that was your message. Very powerful message. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it again later. Share the video if you feel someone would benefit from the message. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Bless you all. Bye. Welcome, last but not least, Moonstone, pile number 3. This is your reading. So the number 37 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 10 and the number 1. Seems like you're closing a huge cycle, starting a new one. This could involve a tower moment, meaning a faulty foundation coming down, crumbling, because it wasn't for your best and highest good. It could also mean that this crumbling of a foundation could be caused by a light bulb moment, or an epiphany that you have, or a dream, or something that shakes you up in some way. You're getting clarity, you're getting maybe some shocking epiphany, revelation here. And it's coming through from the higher realms. It's coming through your crown chakra. It's a claircognizant phenomenon. It's you are just about to know something, and it may shock you and surprise you, and it may be very unexpected, out of the blue, but it will change things to the point where it's going to have you closing a cycle, starting a new one, and it's a big cycle, okay? Wow. Oh yes, absolutely. Look at that. That's a crown chakra right there. Ace of Swords. You're getting some form of information, epiphany, flash information, unexpected, out of the blue, surprising, shocking piece of information, and it's not coming from a person, it's coming from spirit, it's coming from your higher self. Maybe it was stored in your subconscious for a very long time, and now it's coming out, okay? Whatever the case may be for you, it is setting you on a new, more stable path of a new stable foundation. Maybe you were indecisive between pile number 1 and pile number 3, so there may be a message in pile number 1 for you. Oh yes, you got 2 aces. Pile number 1 also got 2 aces. So whatever is crumbling is setting you on the best path for you, a better path than you were on, okay? Because it's also a path that's leading you to your more self-confident self, your more confident self. And it's you could have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo somewhere significant in your chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, North Node, Midheaven, okay? But it seems like whatever, so the new beginning that you're getting here is stable, prosperous, and long-lasting, and abundant. And whatever you plant now, whatever you start now, is going to yield a huge harvest, meaning financially you are headed towards stability and supremacy. You are headed toward wealth. You are headed toward financial stability, okay? Is what I'm seeing there. Oh my goodness. 3 of Pentacles, the stable foundation. Exactly. This epiphany, this flash of information is pointing the way toward the building of a solid foundation after a faulty one is crumbling down. So the faulty foundation is crumbling down during this new moon, and it's opening up space for a more stable foundation. It's like you're getting your ducks in a row. Whatever you weren't doing right, you're erasing it. You're going back to the drawing board. You're doing everything by the book this way. When it comes to practical stuff and your finances, you're not messing that up at all. You're doing this right. This is very 3D. This is very material. This could be about your money, your body, okay? The way you're exercising, the way you're eating, the way you're sleeping, the way you're treating your body, your vessel, okay? Your 3D vessel for your soul while you are on this earth. You're having an epiphany here. Maybe it was something to do with your health, and you're going to do things differently, and your health is going to improve as a consequence. Very, very much so. For others of you, this could be if you were, you're going to have an epiphany about how you were dealing with your finances. And if you weren't dealing with your finances in the best way, and unfortunately something crumbled, you're getting now an opportunity of figuring it out and doing it the right way. And there you are, stepping into your power. Maybe you're becoming business owners, maybe you're starting a new business, maybe, but you're fired up, you're motivated. So this is not a bad tower moment. This is not a bad crumbling. This is something that is much needed. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. Yeah, and this came after a challenge. You're being presented with a challenge here. There was tension. The alarm was sounded. There were so many red flags, and all of a sudden, it's crumbling. You kind of felt this was coming, and the frustration was almost becoming so much, and the pressure and the tension, that you almost prefer this to just fall apart, so that you can, or you needed this to fall apart. You needed the challenge so that you would rebuild into something more stable. Uranus, there we go. That's your epiphany. Again, that unexpected energy. There's a revolution going on in your life, right? This is the revolution of your life, is what I'm seeing here. You're getting a breakthrough. You're going to be doing something very original. You're getting insight into doing something in a way that was never been done before. Very innovative, maybe something to do with technology, doesn't have to be, maybe something online, maybe something that will benefit humanity in a big way. But there's a reform going on in your own life, and it's bringing you a lot of freedom. You're going to want to experiment new ways of doing things, and you're going to feel unexpectedly setting yourself in a new direction like you weren't expecting for yourself. But you're going to love it. You're going to love it because one of the big changes is that you're going to be reaching for your dreams. You're really going to go for it. You're not going to be going for things that create tension in your life, or struggles, or demands, or hurts. Anything that hurt you in the past, anything that was too much of a pressure, frustration, attention, a struggle, too much of a demand and a struggle in your life. You are breaking free from that, and you're really going for your dreams here. And yes, any financial constraints, you're breaking free from those as well. And the surest way to break free from your financial constraints is to really go after your dreams, because not doing so was keeping you stuck in financial constraints. And you're realizing, and you're breaking free from financial constraints now that you see the way clearly, as you get this missing piece of very important information that's coming to you now. The number 13, the number 4 could be relevant to you. 4 is about structure. So you are finally structuring yourself. Yes, you have a dream. Yes, you see it. Yes, you don't lose sight of it, but you're taking the necessary practical steps, and you're not giving up on yourself. And this is going to be a very healing process. Very, very healing process. The number 21 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 3. What you can imagine, you can make it happen. That's the energy you're coming into. That's the energy you're coming into. You're healing your finances. You're healing your sense of direction. You are healing in terms of, if you were the kind of person who you weren't very structured, you're now structuring yourself. You're healing yourself in a way that you are accepting that you have dreams, you are going after them, and you are healing yourself after a very tense time in your life, a very frustrating, pressuring struggle, hurt, pain that you went through. You felt stalled. You felt like your life was stagnant. And now you're imagining a different reality for yourself and you're going for it. The number 20 could be relevant to you as well as the number 2. Allowing yourself to dream is going to be very healing. And for a lot of you, if you're going to start a new exercise routine that is going to be painful, but it's going to pay off. It's going to be very healing. The pain is going to pay off. It's going to build you to be very strong. Look at her. She looks really, really strong. So I'm seeing gloves. So you may work out so much at the gym that your hands could be calloused. How do you call it when you get your hands I don't know what it's called. So you may need those gloves at the gym. I know my hands, they got all from the gym. So, and if you are, pulling weight, get those gloves is a word of advice. But you're getting strong. You're strengthening your spirit, your soul, your body is what I'm seeing. Your body is getting very, very strong. And your finances are also getting strong. And you're structuring yourself in a way that will support your dreams and materializing them in the future. There's a lot of healing around your body here is what I'm seeing. A lot of healing around your body and your finances. Okay? Yes, pile number 3, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it later. Share the video with someone you feel may need this message. Bless you all. Bye. See you next time.